I'm Andrew Henderson, the CEO and founder of specialist memory distributor Sims International. Whilst it saddens me we cannot be together in person, it gives me great pleasure to have this opportunity to speak with so many leading design engineers at this inaugural EDS Reconnect event. Why is memory more important than ever? Why are electronic designs increasingly impacted by the rate of memory innovation? And why does partnering with a memory specialist help you sleep at night? That's what I'd like to talk to you about today. Thankfully, virtual technology, memory assisted of course, allows us a platform to do this. Please remain seated, keep your belts on at all times. Our journey is about to begin.
Here I am on a plane trip that literally changed my life. It wasn't always the case. Memory was around us and so commoditized. In fact, my love affair with technology started with an idea and this very plane trip to Houston in Texas. For the nostalgic amongst you, I was armed with an empty briefcase and $5,000 in search of 50 1 megabyte SIM memory modules for the Mac Plus, which was introduced into the UK in 1986. Here is an example of the memory module. Having tried to locate a reliable source and a quality product in the UK, my vision was to return with these 50 modules so that I could help others like me. If I were to do the same journey today for the same value, I'd be able to buy 800 4 gigabyte DIMMs, and that's the equivalent of 3.2 million 1 meg SIMs. If I return with this number of SIMs, even if I filled every seat on the plane, there wouldn't be enough space to bring them with me. In 1990, I discovered and met with Kingston Technology, based in California. The company had already then a strong reputation of building quality memory modules, progressed to be the first company to offer a memory configurator, ensuring the right memory was selected, designed, built and tested in the actual environment it would be used in. In fact, I have here with me one of the first modules ever produced by Kingston Technology, made entirely by hand. If anyone can correctly identify the capacity, interface and year built, please email prize@sims.co.uk for a chance to win £1,000. Sims went on to produce the UK's first memory guide for the Apple community, and we embraced the just-in-time supply model, coupled with foreign exchange management to meet the challenges of a rising and falling market and the dreaded allocation. Fast forward 31 years, the technology has evolved. We've added new vendors and served new markets, but some things haven't changed. Our core ethos of making memory easy remains. I believe our memory DNA and values are the reasons we proudly serve as a trusted partner to OEMs, integrators, and technology service providers. I also believe this is the reason we've been able to generate at least $1 billion in revenue since our journey began back in 1990. During my memory journey, I've witnessed market consolidation, worked with industry pioneers, been through numerous technology cycles, and I've learned a lot of things. There's one important thing you take away, nothing else from today. I want you to take away this. We are now living in a data economy. As a result, memory is no longer one size fits all. It is evolving quicker than ever to meet the demands of the emerging markets. For the electronic design community, it is imperative to understand the benefits and risks this brings to your product designs and life cycles. What now? Hello?
Houston, we have a problem here. You need to get to Florida quick.
Welcome to a very sunny Florida. In 7.5 months' time, NASA's latest rover, Perseverance, is expected to land on Mars in search of microbial life. This inspiring event and truly incredible feat requiring 11 plus years of planning and an estimated $2.9 billion to achieve perfectly illustrates the importance of understanding technology capabilities and limitations. Before we cover that, I want to give you some context. Memory technology equates to around a third of the whole semiconductor industry, with NAND and DRAM accounting for 97% of the market. It is a market dominated by a handful of players where the lowest cost competitor wins. In semiconductor language, that means more storage space on less surface area, which drives cost per bit reduction. This innovation comes at a cost though. The technical changes in cell architecture and the modification of fundamental memory features adds a complexity to the manufacturing process. As a result, trade-offs are made, often grouped into the following 7 areas. Simply put, it is impossible to have the best in each area. Instead, you must find a comfortable compromise that means the needs of your product and budget are in design for its life and beyond. To bring this to life, my colleague will talk you through a real-life example.
A company we had not dealt with before contacted us, having designed eMMC technology into their application. On first inspection, the eMMC specification looked ideal. After all, it met nearly all the criteria they had considered and evaluated. It was a perfect fit for size, weight and power, and it offered the right density and price point. It could handle the required data transfer and retention, utilise the available data interface, and met the environmental specifications comfortably. During extensive simulated testing, it also performed admirably and without failure for a sustained period of time, so they had no concerns regarding endurance. Unfortunately, what they hadn't been advised on is the NAND flash eMMC uses. It has its limitations. All NAND has a finite amount of program and erase cycles, and once that point is reached, a loss of data, data corruption, or device bricking occurs. So when the product was mass deployed in real life and usage exceeded the extended test period, they were faced with an inherent issue in that every device would fail because of memory endurance. For the client, this fare collection and revenue management system was just as mission critical as this control pad. So when the devices failed, they were met with several problems. Firstly, they had to deal with an immediate loss of revenue and disrupted service. Secondly, they needed to reassign engineering resource to find a solution. And thirdly, they were faced with a costly redesign effort and had the logistical and operational challenges of retrofitting tens of thousands of complex systems in various locations with a new solution at speed. Thankfully, we were able to help them find and deploy an alternative solution, and enabling them to meet the contractual obligations and, most importantly, restore customer confidence. Despite the positive outcome, the pain could have been avoided by understanding the trade-offs in more detail at the design phase.
Thanks, Graham. A costly exercise for any business, but unfortunately all too common. Such are the complexities of choosing the right memory technology. Quick, let's get on that rocket.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 3, 2, 1.
I managed to sneak into the module. It was a tight fit, but well worth it. Wow! What an amazing piece of machinery and innovation. The Perseverance uses a RAD 750 CPU based on the PowerPC 750, which was introduced in 1997 as the CPU inside the original iMac, and features 256 megabytes onboard RAM, 2 gigabytes of onboard flash memory, and you consider at the time of launch, new iterations of the 5G-enabled smartphone will ship with a predicted base level of 16 gigabytes of DRAM and a staggering 1.5 terabytes of NAND flash memory. And it made me question, why did NASA select this technology? One reason is radiation hardening. Newer CMOS processors tend to be more vulnerable than the older ones, with process complexity for innovation impacting design characteristics. The other is data frequency and file size. Let's face it, NASA can afford for it to take a while to crunch the data. They can't afford for it to fail. Clearly, whilst the requirements in this instance are extreme, it perfectly highlights the challenges you face with memory selection. Without the advancements in memory technology, the mission fails. There's no ability for NASA to simulate what's required, compute what's needed, or analyze data points for success. Without understanding the technology trade-offs according to the specific use case and environment, the mission fails. Perseverance is unable to perform its core function. I think it's best we leave this for the robots now. What a day on Mars. Let's get home. It's really nice to be home. Isn't it just crazy how far we've come? The demand drivers for memory innovation are changing rapidly. Previously, traditional computers and storage devices accounted for 100% of demand. You only need to look at the number of devices around our home to see the obvious impact memory is having. In the last 10 years, smartphones, graphic cards, and data center demand equates to over 70% of global DRAM and NAND consumption. And memory is also found in some less obvious places too.
It is predicted that 5G, IoT, and edge computing capability will create an explosion in data, shifting the demand drivers for memory once more. This TV does have a mind of its own. I'm sure it listens to me.
According to the Industrial Research Institute studies, 5G applications are starting to expand in agriculture, automotive and manufacturing, smart cities, healthcare, and energy and utilities. Let's take this example of where 5G has excelled in bringing accessible technology to smart lighting. This product has enabled memory to offer camera technology, Wi-Fi, and RFID. Next, we can show the revolution that 5G has brought to telemedicine in transferring large patient files through the hospital through pre-surgery consultation, in-surgery live broadcast, and post-surgery analysis. Exciting 5G cloud-based service robots which combine the 5G cloud intelligence with robot bodies. This is enabled to offer learning for robot functions for receptions, security, and human interaction. 5G-enabled AGV, automated guided vehicles, is one of the most common applications for smart manufacturing. As seen in this example, these robots can carry parts for production lines with two-way guidance.
Inevitably, these solutions will lead to a faster rate of memory innovation, with the semiconductors battling it out to design specific solutions for a new world of varied challenges. Think that's enough excitement for one day, so see you in the morning. Good morning. Hope you are ready for the show. I know I am. We covered yesterday some future demand drivers for memory. Another good example is the autonomous vehicle market. Dubbed as the data center on wheels, it is expected these vehicles will generate 4 terabytes of data per day. With 21 million predicted to be in operation by 2030, it is easy to understand how they too will impact memory consumption. Clearly, it's an exciting time ahead for memory. So the question is, in this highly commoditized, fast-paced and volatile market, how do you keep your mission on track?
Good morning, Andrew. Where can I take you today?
To the EDS event in Coventry, please.
Well, here we are at our final destination, the virtual EDS Reconnect event. And doesn't it look really, really impressive? Earlier this month, and in partnership with Engineering Update and EDS Reconnect, we surveyed the community of designers. And we asked one question: what issue keeps you awake at night? Hopefully, many of you had the opportunity to have your voice heard. There were 6 really common areas identified. Can you relate to these challenges? These issues cause you pain, and probably on a daily basis. The team at Sims are ready to listen to any memory challenges. Our passionate and proactive colleagues care deeply about the experience we deliver and the memory solutions we provide. Our success is the result of what we repeatedly do. Our culture, values, and customer service are core to our business approach. Our ethos of making memory easy is backed by 200 years experience, incredible partnerships with world-class manufacturers, and solutions designed specifically to help you sleep at night. We commit to making memory easy to understand, easy to select, and of course, easy to source. This enables you to spend less time on memory and more time on innovating solutions, get products to market quicker, and exceed expectations. We listen and understand the business challenges, your goals, and your market, and we hope to provide relevant knowledge and expertise that supports making informed decisions. We pride ourselves on the ability to think outside in and see the world through the lens of our customers to ensure we do the basics well and deliver a lasting value. Thankfully, our partners agree. Today's production has been made possible by the fantastic team at Fuzzy Brick. I will always be grateful to Mark and Brad, who've introduced me to the world of VR, and hopefully bringing our world of memory to life using this technology. Thanks also go to our partners Kingston Technology, ATP, and InnoDisc, who we love working with and are supporting us across this event. EDS Reconnect 2021 is an inspired idea linking us all together this week, and our thanks to Simon, Martha, Vicky, and in fact the whole team for the huge effort they've made to make this possible. And finally, we really appreciate your time today and hope you've enjoyed being part of our memory world, and we look forward to welcoming you to our booth later in the day. My friend and colleague Mel will give you a sneak preview on what to expect. We hope you have a great day at EDS Reconnect. Thank you.
There's lots on, but here are some highlights. Meet our team of experts to discuss the latest range of memory solutions and discover our market analysis on price and supply, speak directly to experts from Kingston, ATP and Indisc, and explore their library of videos and technology roadmaps. We have some great content too, with informative webinars alongside exclusive guest speakers. And lastly, we have some exciting giveaways and competitions. There is a VR giveaway, including a promotional offer from Fuzzy Brick, and a chance to win £1,000 by taking a closer look at the module in the keynote. We look forward to seeing you over the next few days.